look at myself right quick. Well, this thing clearly says for trucks only, but what I wanted to do is I just came. All right, well, let me back up a little bit. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, depending on whenever you're watching this. I did look at my last video comment. Appreciate you, day one, or that one who commented it, and said if I shouldn't, if I don't need to, don't put the camera on my head. I'm just now learning to use this thing, and I realized after watching my video, but I couldn't go back and re-record it for various reasons, that you guys were just pretty much looking at this area here. So I've kind of pointed it down. Hopefully that'll help. But you guys probably figured it out from my last videos, where I was going and the situation I would have to have going through today. So I told you that I was in Savannah, Georgia, and I was going to Clarksville, Tennessee. And I was so glad that I didn't have to go through the dreaded Atlanta traffic. Okay, the dreaded Atlanta traffic. I went through Savannah, and I was pointing out the silver linings there because it was not Atlanta traffic. It was Savannah traffic, tight, corners and whatnot. Okay. So I was at Garden City, which is, I guess, a suburb of Savannah. I have never seen this many I never saw that many trucks in my life. Like, it was trucks everywhere, logistic warehouses everywhere. I guess it was near a port, or something. It was called, it was near Port Waynesmith or something like that. Waysmith, something. But, there was a port there, so I'm guessing it was container ships everywhere. Everywhere. But I was in that area, and I remember at one point I picked up an empty, was going to pick up the load that I have now. I picked that empty up yesterday at 10:20, and I didn't get to the yard till near 12 because of or near 11:30 because I got stopped by not one but two trains. It was train tracks everywhere. Going to and from the logistic warehouses, the ports, I'm guessing. It was just a traffic nightmare. But still, silver lining was that I wasn't going to Atlanta, I thought. Well, I did some pre-trip planning yesterday, and the first thing I looked at was, I zoomed out and I looked at the path, and I saw I was going northwest Georgia to get out to go into Tennessee. As you know, I'm in Tennessee now. I hate going through Tennessee because most of it's just mountains. Tennessee, West Virginia, Southeast Ohio, and Northwest Virginia, or pretty much the west side of Virginia, mountains, and north, now that I know, northwest Georgia, all mountains. Like, it's just mountain. So I get on this interstate. It was Interstate 75 north, going north. I get on there this morning. Felt great. I mean, it was warm. I mean, it was like 65, 69. Felt great. Had the window down and everything. And I'm just chillaxing, right? I see Atlanta 30 miles. Or it says Atlanta 40 miles. I'm like, there's no way. They must be like, there's just no way. And I had already knew, like, weather was going to be bad. Not bad, but it was going to be rainy. But I thought I got up early enough to bypass it. I looked on the weather map and everything. Thought I had got up enough to bypass it. And, let me see something here. Make sure I wasn't talking to myself. Well, technically I am. But, so I thought I got up early enough to bypass it. Turns out, nope, I didn't. I didn't get up enough to bypass it. In fact, I ran right through it. In fact, I'm going through another bit of that today. Right now. But it would have taken me straight through Atlanta, downtown Atlanta. Well, not downtown, but straight. Like 75 goes straight through Atlanta. I think it was 275 or 285. I think it was 275 because it was what bypasses it. And if the traffic on that was the bypass, I wouldn't have made it through the interstate itself. I'm telling you right now. For one, the interstate opens up to 6 lanes, one way, well, 12 lanes total. And then you can bypass, and the bypass gets up to at most, I think, like 8 lanes. It's supposed to be slower traffic, which it was, I guess. But Lord have mercy, it took me an hour to get. No, it was more. It was like an hour and a half to get to bypass Atlanta, downtown Atlanta. I mean, I hit some of that 8 o'clock traffic, and it was just raining, which is why everything was going a little bit slower. It wasn't, I was grateful, silver lining. I was grateful that it wasn't straight through 75, but man, that traffic, the merges, these four-wheelers or these personal vehicles here will cut you off. They'll see, like, you'll put your turning signal on, and there's clearance lights on the side. They can see the lights in the back, and what I'll do is I wait. I'm driving. What I do is I put if I'm making a left, all right, I'm getting in the left lane. What I do is I turn my signal on, and then I see if I can see if the vehicle, if it's a truck, they know, like they're looking at the side lights, they know, and they'll slow down or be a butthead about it and just pass forward. But they know the signal. But if it's a personal vehicle, what I do is I put my turn signal on, I look in my mirror when I'm still paying attention to the road, and see if they see it. Because more times than not, I don't know if they notice it or they're doing something else, they're not paying attention, they won't see it. And the reason, the way I know that they see it is most times if I put my turning signal on going left or getting back in the right lane, and I'm looking at them, they'll slow down and let me get in front of them. Now, if they're once again being a butthead about it, usually a couple of them will go ahead and try to pass me before I get over, but one of them will slow down. So I just always do that. I'll pay attention and make sure that they're that they're looking and paying attention to what I'm about to do. And then I don't turn my turn signal off until I get into the lane as well. But yeah, I went through Atlanta. And got maybe 100 miles past Atlanta, took a 30-minute break, and then I got back on the road. Now, I wasn't in the mountains just yet, but after I got on the road about 40 miles is when the mountains start to hit. I was prepared for it because, you're looking into the horizon and you can see the mountains. You can see them clearly. Trying to make sure I'm not just pointing down. But you can see the mountains. You can see them clearly in the horizon or whatever. So I was looking. It was a couple of steep grades there, 5% steep grades, which, it was pretty steep. It was pretty steep there. So what I'm doing now is I just got off my third steep hill coming out of, I think it's Chattanooga. Maybe I'm a little bit past Chattanooga, but I'm, coming out of Chattanooga, and I had to stop and check my brakes and everything. And but what I do is when I'm going down hills, at first they were making me nervous. When I was there with my TE, they made me really nervous. But what I do now is, this is an automatic, right? They're automatic, but they're also manual. You press this button here, and you'll see it says manual or MA. You press that, it'll change it from automatic to manual or manual to automatic, and you can shift gears by pressing it down or pulling it back up, just like in your car. So what I'll do is I'll put it in a low gear, maybe like 8 or 9, and I'll watch my RPMs. And if it gets to a certain point, maybe around about that 10, then I'll tap on my brakes, bring it back down. If it shoots back up, tap on my brakes, bring it back down. Shoots back up, tap on my brakes, bring it back down. Now I'm tapping on it because I don't want to hold it, because if you hold it, you're liable to catch your tire on fire, your brakes on fire, because they'll overheat. Something back there is gonna catch on fire. And that's why you'll see these signs. You'll see them on the road after a steep grade, or even before. It'll say check your brakes, making sure you're good to go. And then they'll say afterwards, check your brakes. Or if there's a weigh station, it'll say check your brakes before pulling in, because you don't want it smelling up the joint. They're having a runaway, truck at a weigh station or something like that. So it'll say check your brakes. So I just came off of a pretty couple of steep grades, so I just went back there and checked my brakes. And I'm just looking at the lining of the brakes, just looking to see if I see any kind of overheating, which would appear as if it would appear like, like if you're looking at a puddle of water on the ground, say at a gas station, right? And you're looking at a puddle of water on the ground, and that water has some oil in it. That color it gives off, like a rainbowy type color, maybe like a bluish type color. I'm looking for that on my brake drum there, because that would appear that it's overheating, or any kind of black like black streaks or anything like that. But I'm looking at my line and just making sure that it's not worn thin there. But yeah, so I just wanted to catch up with you guys, because I know I also realized that I haven't talked to you guys. That one, I appreciate the comment once again. I'm gonna try to keep my head still, because I'm trying to use just this so my editing is easier there. If I use my phone, then I have to figure out, all right, where did I say this at on my phone, and then match that video together. And to tell you the truth, like, I don't know how Bobby Reach and all of them, Tiki, I don't know how they edit and get the job done. Like, I can't do that. I just have this one source, and it's easy. I just put it in and put my transition in and everything. But if I use my phone, and it's just too much, and at the end of the day, it takes a lot of energy. But I appreciate the comment. I'm gonna try to keep my head still and try to point it to where you're not looking at my sunroof or my headliner there. My visor is the whole video. So I'm about to get on the road. I'm about 30 miles out from my next fuel stop. And then I'm on about 100 miles out from my drop load. So I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so I'm here at LG, middle of Clarksville, Tennessee. It's in the middle of literally nowhere. Massive building. I wasn't carrying anything high value, but it was just heavy. Looking at the one in front of me now, it just looks to be boxes. But I'm just waiting out here. The guy said, the security guard said, somebody should be coming out here to me. She's just taking a cigarette break. I might have to go in there. I don't know. I'll wait a couple more minutes just to check. But yeah, I'm at LG Electronics, which is pretty crazy. We're gonna go and drop this load. They took the pickup empty task away from this load, meaning I don't have to pick up an empty here. So I'm only a couple of miles out of town, a little town, I guess. So I might end up at a hotel tonight. might pick up a hotel tonight. I don't know. Maybe not. At least park somewhere. Maybe at a gas station or something. But yeah, I'll catch you guys up later. What's up, peeps? What's going on? Just dropped off my load. I am at the Lowe's here in Clarksville, Tennessee. As you can see, I'm picking up some sand here because when I dropped off that load, what the heck? Okay, well it stays. This big boat just fell. I don't know what this is. Let's be honest with you. Oh, it goes to this. That's a hitch, I guess. Looks like a hitch. Don't know what that is, but all right. So I'm gonna put my sand in here. But when I was at LG, oh my God, I got my load, and it's taking me to Wisconsin. It's a relay. I'm picking up here in Clarksville because we got a drop yard here at Clarksville. I know it's cold up there, but think about this. It was 94 degrees yesterday in Georgia. I know it's 400 miles away from there, but it is 35 degrees middle of the day here in Clarksville, Tennessee, 400 miles away. That's crazy. And I'm going to even colder weather up north. So yeah, I'm going to Wisconsin. Be freezing my behind off up there. But the good thing about it is the load. What's going on? The load itself is only about 13,000 pounds, which isn't much itself. I don't know where. I don't know what it is, but it's not. It doesn't weigh that much at all. Let me go ahead and put this thing here. I'm gonna spend the night at the drop yard. Spend the night at the drop yard so I can get an early start, because it is about 600 miles. Today is the 25th. I got until the 27th to deliver it, which is Sunday, which is good. That'll give me 2 days, so it's pretty much going straight through Illinois. That's it. All I gotta do is go straight through Illinois, and as far as I know, Chicago doesn't have any mounts. As far as I know, you know, knock on wood, somebody. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys up in the morning. Get out of this cold weather, get settled in. I could stay here. There's a Swift right there. These all parked in. There's an Applebee's or a Chili's right there too. I could stay here, but I ain't, because it's not in my wheelhouse. 5.11 Storying crap. I got a sub in the car, so I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead to this drop yard. I'll catch you guys in the morning. I'm here at the Schneider drop yard, Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm not sure if you guys they're here. About to shut it down for tonight. Got my sand and everything. My trailer is over there somewhere. And this is the smallest drop yard I've seen. I thought I was going in the wrong direction. It's right actually beside Austin P State University. And I just remember them because of their basketball, I believe. Either that or one of my But I really want to eventually get into, when I become an owner operator, and possibly when I get enough experience under my belt, I want to get into heavy load. I think it's just so interesting. It does pay a lot, that's no lie, but that is pretty insane how big that thing is. Like, wow, that thing is huge. I'm gonna show you. I apologize about the mic. I'm gonna show it to you here, the whole thing. That is incredible, incredible, people. I just wanted to show you all that. I just wanted to show you all that, but that's yeah. I'm in Illinois, so I'm gonna be somewhere a little bit north of Missouri when I finish. Still in Illinois tonight. Just had to take a little break, but wow, that's incredible. I don't want to go talk to him because he looks a little aggravated. He looks a little aggravated. The guy that's I guess he's tightening his chains, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. What's up, peeps? I'm here in I think it's Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. They call it the Hidden Valley, or I'm in this place called the Hidden Valleys. I just wanted to show you guys the sunset. I looked out my window. I mean, this is a small town. I think the population, they said it was about 5,000 people. I'm currently doing my 34 reset here. You know, this load took a little bit longer, but wow, look at that. Look at that sunset, people. That's just amazing. Beautiful. You can see the hills in the background. It's about 40 something degrees here. It's not too chilly. That's just amazing. Look at that. I could sit here and look at it all day. My room is just right there, so I could, but just wanted to get on to show you all that. I've been talking with a couple of my subscribers, and it feels real good to, you know, talk with you all and help you all out. If you ever want to chat, you can send me a message, and I'll definitely respond to you as fast as I can. I try to reply to every comment as fast as I can. But yeah, it's a beautiful, nice community that we're building there. But yeah, this is, wow, that's just amazing. Look at that. That's just something else. I'm gonna take a picture, guys, get off here, go to sleep. Like I said, I'm on my 34 reset there, so this video is gonna be a little bit shorter. They have set me up with another load. I'm not too happy about, but a load's a load. So today's Sunday, the 27th, tomorrow's the 28th. I got a 41,000 pound load here to pick up at they have it at 11 a.m., which doesn't really help me. I'm gonna see if I can get that load off of them a little bit earlier than that, so I can get on the road, because it's 860 something miles back down to Tennessee, which it must be like the very farthest part of Tennessee to be that far out. But it's 41,000 pounds, which doesn't excite me at all, being that heavy going down these hills. Like I said, I'm in Wisconsin, and did not know it was it was this hilly in Wisconsin, but it is definitely hilly here, especially in as you go farther north towards the border there. But beautiful place. It's just a little hilly, a little chilly, but it's a beautiful place. I do recommend this scenery if you ever get a chance to come up here. It's not too much here, but definitely a nice place. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peeps.